Christopher, you may now begin your defence of Ashleigh, please.
Ashleigh has strove to make amends with any housemate she has ever had difficulty with. She has displayed determination to overcome problems and has put effort into building relationships with all housemates, in spite of the many nasty comments which have been directed at her. Ashleigh has had few loud verbal disagreements in the house. Any have solely been with Helen. Ashleigh has in no way contributed to the divide in the house. She is a reasonable, level-headed person and a good listener who has given all housemates many chances, even when they have not deserved it.
Thank you. Christopher, would you now call your first witness to testify in the defence of Ashleigh, please?
And I'll call my first witness to the stand, Chris. Okay, so Ashleigh's facing a great number of accusations today. Do you feel like she's been misunderstood in the house?
I do feel like Ashleigh's been misunderstood in the house. Not necessarily through her own actions, but sometimes just an idea of someone can stick. And I feel that Ashleigh's often been misunderstood because she's been taken at face value. I do not see Ashleigh as a manipulator in the least.
Why might people believe that she's contributed to the current divide in the house?
I think purely because she's a strong-headed, intelligent woman, and on one side of the divide you've got a strong-headed woman, and on the other side of the divide you've got a strong-headed woman. And it doesn't always mean that, you know, one is to blame.
I think you're going to call a second witness to testify in the defence of Ashleigh now.
And my second witness is Danielle.
My experience in the house without Ashleigh would be very depressing.
How so, Danielle? Who would have made it depressing?
I feel that having Ashleigh by my side brought out my real character, and I see a lot of myself in Ashleigh. I have a lot of respect for Ashleigh, and as it stands right now, she's definitely the only lady left standing in the house.
So who would you say has contributed to the current divide in the house, out of all the remaining housemates?
The divide in the house, I feel, is mainly caused by Helen. I feel Helen likes to be the most dominant character in the house. Definitely an alpha female, and I think she just likes to stick with her own group, and therefore you have separate divide formed.
Do you think Helen sees Ashleigh as the only other person who could really challenge her authority in the house?
Definitely.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honour.
Ashleigh, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions myself, if you don't mind. If Helen hadn't been in the house, do you think that you would have got into as much conflict with any other housemates?
No, because as Christopher already stated in the opening statement in my defence, all the loud verbal conflicts that I've been involved in the house have been all with Helen. So I probably wouldn't have been in any real conflict if it wasn't for Helen.
Thank you, Ashleigh. Do you have anything briefly to say or add in your own defence?
I know I'm in Big Brother, and it keeps being brought up that I do isolate myself, and I do know that. I don't need to be reminded. I'm not trying to say that I don't isolate myself. I know I do it in the outside world. I do like my own company, and I don't think there's anything wrong with someone liking their own company. So as for that contributing to the divide, I don't think so, because Chris and Christopher get up and follow me just as much as they still sit there and let me walk off on their own.
Thank you, Ashleigh. You can now return to your legal team's desk.
Thank you, Your Honour.